If you're of a certain age, you may remember this innocent little TV show from the mid-2000s called Desperate Housewives. It was a feel-good comedy show about 4 women and their day-to-day lives, but is also the most unhinged TV show you will ever watch. I used to sit there on the sofa while my mum watched this, glass of wine in her hand, and think to myself, if only I could play a game based on these devious housewives. Well, because it came out in the mid-2000s, there was of course a video game adaptation. It's best described as a Sims-like that is just as unhinged as the TV show itself. My objective for this video was to get up to as much cheating, scandalous lies, terrible parenting, slapping, gambling, crimes, more cheating, and as much gardening as I possibly could. If you want to see more weird 2000s games, or dating games, or housewife games, leave a like on the video. We've just moved in, so I had to create my family. There was myself, Desperate Housewife, my husband, John Housewife, and our son, Killian Housewife. We've only been moved in 2 minutes when the local respectable woman walks in, having a perv up of our house. Just as she leaves, we then get another knock from Bree across the street, who has the audacity to call me Desperate. While yes, that is my name, it's still rude coming from a woman named after some cheese. Anyway, she invites me over for some coffee with all the housewives, so I pop over with the objective of being an absolute bitch to everyone. I can't wait to meet everyone. Yeah, let's go be a bitch to everyone. Gabrielle. Oh, I see. Second-hand clothes for a second-rate woman. It all makes sense now.
Don't be fucking rude.
Nanette, your children frighten me. I bet you and your husband's hands are sore from all the spanking you have to do. Did I miss some of the conversation? What are we talking about?
Believe in hitting our children.
Oh, hitting children. I'm just in favor of whacking your children. I'm just giving her so much shit saying that she should spank her kids and that she's selfish for working as well as her husband. A great mother would never choose work. Susan, what's good?
I found out that my ex, Carl, was cheating on me with his secretary.
No, who could cheat? Couldn't keep him interested in the goods, huh?
I dated a doctor not that long ago. Dr. Ron. Didn't really end that well, though.
Apparently nothing ends well with you, Susan.
That's a very strange thing to say.
Okay, Lynette, you're a very strange thing to look at. I think I can find a better way to waste my time than mindlessly gossiping about the neighborhood tramp, so I'll be on my way as well. Once I was done with the girlies, I popped upstairs to check out the rest of Bree's gaff. Unfortunately, I couldn't pull any pranks like shitting in her toilet or sleeping with her husband, because she doesn't have one. A husband, that is. She has a toilet. She has a son, but I believe sleeping with him would be incriminating, so we'll leave that for now. I head home to cook a meal for the family like the good housewife I am, but I was in shock when John Housewife got home. Ooh, what should I cook tonight? Let's do some French toast. Add eggs to the bowl. Beat thoroughly. Okay, milk, vanilla extract, cinnamon, salt. Turn as necessary. Alright, we're in the green. Flip. Remove. Perfect. I made perfect French toast. Come on, family.
That smells really good.
Hey, John.
My day felt extra long today.
I don't care about your day.
New computers and
You should hear about my day. My day was so...
hungry. Is dinner almost ready?
Damn, what a day. He just sat there and spoke about his day.
It's been a long day.
John. Hey, family. I made a JPEG image for dinner.
So anyway, how was your day?
No, shut the fuck up, John. I don't want to talk to you now that you want to hear about my day, now that you've eaten.
I don't think I'm ready to rest just yet.
Bro.
But I am ready to go to bed.
Bro. You cannot come in here, tell me about your day, skip over my day, come and eat dinner, and then expect to hit this pussy after. Nah.
12 seconds later.
Hey yo, I didn't choose the love option and he still gets to hit it. I didn't want him to hit it. So after 5 minutes of functional missionary with John, the next morning I was woken by knocking at the door. It was fashion designer Daniel Fox and his brother Frank. Frank? I said Frank like it's spelled with a TH. Frank is apparently some sort of computer nerd, so he asked to come in and check my PC to make sure it's running faster than my uncle when he sees a playground. We happily let him in and exposed my browser history because I'm trying to seduce his brother Daniel. I unfortunately couldn't get the transfer done by deadline day because of his cock-block brother just standing there. Speaking of computers, I browse the internet to find that I can play online poker. My favorite streamer, XQC, said gambling is okay, so I hop on the online gambling room with my husband's money that he probably works pretty hard for. Nothing like bankrupting the family. The poker sesh had me in turmoil, from being down by $1,000 to suddenly up with $5,000 to my name after a few turns. Like hitting it with a floppy, I didn't know when to stop, as I should have quit while being up, but I went deeper. I came out a total of $800 down. So the mortgage payment might be a little bit Warwick Davis this month. So I hit the streets to see what my fellow wives were up to when I found Lynette, the sket, idling outside of Susan's house. I am presented with the option to sneak into Susan's house, so I curiously sliver in. That's not really sneaking in. Lynette's just seeing all that. Don't be too loud. Shut up. What are you doing? She's turned on the coffee maker. Turn off your slag. Shh. Shh. Oh, I'm going. You've made too much noise. Get out. Oh, no. Leave. Hurry up. Hello. I could slap her. What? 360. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, Lynette. What have I got then? Inventory. Jesus. I got pills, I got facials, I got jewellery, I got... After stealing all of Susan's possessions and coming out her gaff sweatier than Sandro Tonali walking past a bookie, I get a call from Mr. John Housewife. He has set me up for therapy with the doctor in the office next to him. I cannot believe this man just signed me up for therapy without my consent. I was already going to cheat on him, but I'm definitely going to cheat on him now. Like, literally right now, with the next man I see. Seduce. I need a sex slave, and you're the lucky stiff who gets the job.
You're joking, right? I mean, I hope you're not, but surely you are.
Don't take too much time, or a line will start to form.
But I can't believe this is happening. How did I get so lucky? So where should we go to do...
Let's go back to my place. That was so easy. Thanks for the memories. Goodbye. Yo, don't walk across my garden, Bo. You bitch, that's my garden.
Ouch. Did you need something?
Again. 2 times in the space of like an hour.
That was some awesome erotic action there.
I've had better Carlos with a straight face.
Are you kidding me?
After spreading more disease to the local men than typhoid Mary Malon herself, I thought I'd visit the local shopping mall to make a profit on some of these stolen items. I also decided to treat myself to some new undergarments, but decided to keep them on as I went visiting my husband's office. To no one's surprise, his new secretary was slagging it up with him when I arrived. I can't believe John would flirt with her right in front of me. Have some class, and do it behind my back like I am. I slapped Jackie, the assistant, a few times, then continued to berate this thin, spineless white man I call a husband. As I'm here, I decide to also attend my first therapy session, but unfortunately I cannot sleep with him, so wearing this underwear to our first appointment made me look a little classless. Once I'm done, I change back into an outfit with a little bit more class, but still says, hide your husband, because I will blow that man into the nether realm. I head off home and try to sleep in my son's bed, not for some classic family intercourse, but because I thought his bed was mine. I wake up ready to seize the day, by which I mean ravish the postman. Mailman. Seduce? I can seduce the mailman? Hey yo, I'm wanting your package. Call me desperate. It'll be a good practice, since you'll be moaning it later. Bring your mailbag and follow me, Mr. Mailman. I also attempted to ravish Daniel Fox, but it turns out we were, playing for different teams.
If I wasn't gay and you weren't married, I might think you
Oh,
were
he's gay.
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
When putting the laundry away in my son's room, I discover what every mother dreads to see. A thong in his drawer. I mean, it could be worse, at least it's not mine, but there's also a picture of some woman who's not his girlfriend. I know what his girlfriend looks like, as we got acquainted earlier the other day. No, will get me acquainted with my son's girlfriend. A good slap on the bush. Wham.
I must have wanted that and didn't know it.
Damn, Allison, okay. I need to get to the bottom of this mysterious woman, but when I exit my house, the local ballbag skin, Mrs. Davenport, is waiting to chat to me. She gives me shit about my garden and proceeds to scurry off back to her home. I wasn't about to let some woman who has to take 7 pills in the morning to keep her heart functioning talk shit about my garden and get away with it. I strutted straight over to her garden and devoured her bush in a way that it hasn't been since her husband was alive. Fuck your flowers, Mrs. Davenport. Your flowers. Oh, it'd be such a shame if something happened to your flowers, Mrs. Davenport. So with that old bag's bush dealt with, it was time for me to get back to the mystery of the underwear in my son's drawer. I needed some info on his girlfriend, so I decided to give his tutor a bell, and things took a very unexpected, unhinged turn. This is desperate, Killian's mother.
Well, ever since he started dating Allison, he hasn't been as interested in his studies. A boy his age, in his prime, should really be grateful of the skills and techniques that an older, more educated woman can provide.
What? What is happening?
Listen, if you don't tell your son to break up with Allison and resume
What?
our tutoring sessions, I can make sure he won't graduate.
Hey.
You do want your son to go to college, don't you?
Hey. Oh my god. Okay. No, you know what? I'm going to encourage my son to be involved with his teacher. Tell him what he has to do. Hey, yo, son. Keep sleeping with your teacher, please. You know what you gotta do, bro. Jesus Christ, seduce? Oh, I'm on John, that's why I'm on my husband. No, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to fucking talk to him. Killian, I need you to break up with Allison. She's an attractive woman. Things could still be a lot worse. You are young still, and you need to make sacrifices to ensure that you get into a good college. I think it would be best if you break things off with Allison and start paying more attention to your teacher. She really seems insistent on helping you get ahead.
She wants me to go every day to be tutored again?
Every day? Why is bro complaining?
I guess I have no choice. What a weird day this is turning out to be.
Just told him to break up with his girlfriend and continue sleeping with his teacher, and he's just like, wow, what a weird day this is. Sorry,
Every
son.
one of these choices
You're going
comes
to
the
have to
risk
sleep with your
of
teacher
regret
every day.
to rear their
Oh no,
ugly heads
the girlfriend.
in ways we could not imagine.
The girlfriend.
Cause
Oh.
us to regret.
So after successfully convincing my son to carry on getting groomed, it was time for the big poker night with the girls. I came in hot and heavy with 11 grand, while these broke bitches could only muster up a grand each. Ladies, that's barely enough to buy a packet of Pokémon's cookies. I proceed to smash these housewives like Johnny Sins and bankrupt Gabrielle. I then get to work crippling the financial situation of Susan, a single mother. She, however, claws her way back from death like a racehorse repairing its broken leg, to go evens. Eventually the girls decided to call it a night, with me going home 2 grand richer, which should be enough for me to afford a dwarf Japanese man for the night. It had been a while since I cheated on my husband, so it was time to deploy the clunge onto the streets and chat up Gino, the local half-Italian man. I'm assuming, anyway, because his name is Gino, and he's wearing a used red tracksuit. Once I'm done, I head over to Daniel's house for a wee chat, where he tells me he's hosting a show for the 5 best housewives on the street. To be in the top 5, all I would need was a beautiful garden and home, get in the kitchen and whip up some meals for the men, prove I'm skilled with the laundry, befriend the locals, and look stunning while doing it. The classic mid-2000s misogynistic view of women, and there was nothing more I wanted than to be the example trophy wife with no other ambition in life than serving her family. I also have to chat with Mike, but I forgot what I was even talking to him about, because all I could think about was getting this dilf into bed. He was a plumber, so naturally I told him I had a clog and my pipes needed cleaning. Boy did he clean them. Mrs. Davenport had noticed her garden was destroyed, so I decided to be the bigger person here. It was time for me to stop playing immature games with a pensioner. We were acting like children. So I blamed it all on Lynette's kids. With the children on the street now possibly being beaten due to me advising Lynette earlier in the video, it was time to perfect my home for the housewife competition. I washed the dishes, did the laundry, and a little interior decorating too. I didn't have time to cook a meal tonight on top of everything else, so if Matt Rife was my husband, you know I'd be waking up with a black eye tomorrow. In the morning, I became fake besties with Gabrielle and Susan, because no one can fake a friendship quite like a woman. With everything taken care of, I was nearly ready to be Trophy Wife of the Year, but I still needed a fire dress. Gabrielle was willing to help out, but in return, she wanted me to cook a meal for her and her husband's get-together. Appropriately, I cooked a banana meatloaf, as her husband was feeding me his banana meatloaf just a few days ago. Finally, it was time for the show, as I stunned the audience with my dress and housewife skills. Susan slipped over, and I took all the eyes from the crowd, including this handsome suit-wearing man named Vinny, and Ric Flair sitting next to him. The next day I went back to doing my usual housewife activities, like sleeping with married men, when my husband calls me to say he's taking his assistant out for dinner because she got accepted into medical school. Role-playing as a woman here, I have no other choice but to jump to conclusions, so I assume he's cheating on me. I don't know what to do here, so I asked the other housewives for advice, where I also go see Lynette's newborn. Oh my god, the child looks cursed. Look at its face, oh look at the head shape. Worse than Rashford's head shape. In case John is cheating on me, I make sure to get one back in early by sleeping with the postman. We need info on this assistant, so we plug her name into the web, and surprise, surprise, she has been involved in sexual harassment lawsuits. She's coming on to John in an attempt to swindle him and his medical practice for all the money they have. I head over to my husband's office and break the news to him, and he definitely takes some convincing, because he really thought he was pulling a woman half his age and couldn't take this hit to his ego. Yes, John, she was really attracted to your receding hairline and the fact that you have to pop a blue pill to even get it up anymore. Eventually he believes us, and we get Jackie fired from her job. However, the drama does not stop there, as we wake up the next morning to discover someone has broken into our gaff. As it turns out, it's all related to Frank, the brother of Daniel, who came over to our house and was messing with our computers. It turns out he discovered there was some shady stuff going on at his old job, so he copied all the information he would need onto a disk. To make sure that they couldn't track him, he set up this disk on our computers, so there was no trail back to him. This absolute buffoon thought he could come over and apologize for these atrocities, endangering my family, my house, my kitchen. I needed to take my revenge on this spineless little twerp, and just slapping him wasn't enough. I needed a deeper cut, so I slept with him, and once we were done, I insulted his skills in the bedroom. In the world of men, there is only one thing that hurts even more than being insulted about your skills in the bedroom, and it's the rapid inflation of the prices of Lego. What have you geeks? See you around, I need to go take a shower. There you go. That'll hurt him more than any slap ever could. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, you can check out more of my content popping up on the screen now. A big thank you to Sean for editing this video. A big thank you to you for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.